for anybody that's, had the same vision I did, regardless of what situation you're in, those doors not closed on you. I was the same dude, used to be in the back of the class, and, I was cracking jokes, and not because I just wanted to be a comedian, because I never knew the answers to the math questions. If I knew the answers, I'm the type of person, yo, I got that too. I would answer them motherfuckers back to back, but I didn't know them. So that's what made me want to be a great speaker, because I never, learned my pre-algebra. I never learned all the other things. And so us becoming franchisees, coming from the back of the classroom is so valuable. And all it tells you is, no, it's not over for you, not at all. It just tells you have to lead that much more. You understand? You have to get out front that much more quicker. And you have to make the vision that much more clearer. But they will get the picture.
Rick, I'm losing my mind right now because you're talking my language. And I talk about this narrative of Carlton, right? And so I gave a speech in Denver to some Black and brown boys one day. The mayor invited me out, and I did a Q&A with them. And at the end, one of the young men, called me Carlton. So the whole room laughed. But I didn't respond. I wanted to do more deep dive into what that meant. And so I came off the stage. I got a little closer to him, not in an aggressive manner, but just let him know he's in a safe space. I just want to unpack what this is. As I got closer, Rick, he became the boy that he is, right? He began to shrink. He had all this bravado in the beginning, right? But then he began to shrink a little bit. And I said, no, it's okay. Let's just talk. His homie who was sitting next to him, he had to be about 13, 14. His homie was sitting next to him. He said, you know what, Mike? He said, what it is we just never seen anyone like you in our neighborhood, right? And he said, we've never heard anyone, talk like you, look like you, dress like you. And so it's just new for us. And Rick, in that moment, I recognized that the Carlton dynamic isn't a negative thing, right? It's just, sometimes we don't have the language to communicate what we're really feeling and how we're really expressing that it's different, but we don't know how to say it's different. So we do it through a joke. Right. And then so it's really Carlton. But really what they're really saying is that they like it, they respect it, they don't know anything about it, but they like it, but let's joke about it. Right. And so we as a community have a thing where we deflect, right? And we use comedy to hide our insecurities, right? And to project, which is what you're saying in the back of the classroom. You didn't know the algebra, so your insecurities made you do a joke, right? To mask your insecurities, right? But we do that all the time. So thank you for bringing that into this conversation. I have these conversations very often.
Without a doubt, because a lot of times we have to find a way to feel comfortable. And so when he was a great, and I could only imagine him fishing on his weekends and all that, but I didn't understand when A equals E and all that. I just never got that. That shit was a total language to Rose, but it's like I still understood what was going on. So it just let me know outside the classroom, I had to be much stronger in other areas, other points. I wanted to be a great speaker, a great talker. I wanted to make that eye connection, and that's what I did. And I think that's what made me a better artist. That's where the writing came in at. That's where the wordplay came in at. That's what me wanting, I want to travel and do different things because I don't understand this over here, but all of this over here, and that's what it was for Rose. I think at the end of the day, when I look back now at the student I may have should have went to a school where they showed us everything in film.
Yes.
Yeah. Versus the teacher guy that, I would make jokes on and really didn't connect with all the way. I knew he was a cool cat, so we never gave him any problems. He never had any issues with the homies, you know what I'm saying? He just, the ones that was in the back of the class, it was what it was.